Yes.
Yay.
Alright, so we're doing blind contour, okay? So you guys have done contour in this class, right? Not you guys probably, but you guys contoured. Remember?
The makeup?
Makeup what?
Remember the lines that you guys had to recreate over and over?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Contour lines. So blind contour is kind of an exercise for that. So blind contour is actually drawing without seeing what you're doing. And so the history of blind contour is a drawing exercise where an artist draws the contour of a subject without looking at the paper. The artistic technique was introduced by Command Nicholas in the natural way to draw. And so blind contour drawing exercise where you draw the contour of a subject. Subjects are gonna be what you guys have on top of the desks, okay? So it is an exercise to help with contour drawing to really draw what is in front of you rather than what you think you see. And so Ms. Munoz goes over this all the time with sketchbooks for you guys. Don't draw what you think you know, draw what's actually in front of you. So remember, I think some of you had to maybe draw the bathtub. So a lot of them came back like, that's my bathtub.
That's what she told us not to do.
Exactly. The reason why is because that's a preempted, like that's an idea of a bathtub that you have in your head, but it's not really how your bathtub may look, okay? So, blind contour drawing may not produce a good drawing, however, it helps students to draw more realistically rather than relying on their memorized drawing symbols. Blind contour drawing trains the eye and the hand to work as a team, and it helps students to see all of the details of the object. And so again, this is merging what you're seeing and what you're actually doing with it.
So we're basically gonna look at the object and just draw it.
Yes. You're gonna stare, it's like you're drawing with your eye.
But
Okay.
like let's say we go way off. We'll
That's fine.
okay.
So these are quick examples of what blind contour looks. They
Yeah.
look crazy,
I say you try it on pencil.
but they're not supposed to be completely representational. It's just mostly supposed to pick up details or ridges or actually what's happening within whatever you're drawing. And so this one's a self-portrait. So this one started at the ear, ended at the cheek. This one started here, ended here. Guitar probably started here, ended here. But you go in and you pick up all the details, okay? If you have that little woman dancing, make sure to grab her skirt, grab her silhouette, the bun, the flower in her hair, okay?
So then while we're drawing that, we're not supposed to let go of the pencil?
Say it again?
While we're drawing that, we're not supposed to let go of the pencil.
Nope, that's the next one. So, technique. The student fixes their eyes on the outline of the model or object, then tracks the edge of the object with his or her eyes, while simultaneously drawing the contour very slowly in a steady, continuous line without lifting the pencil or looking at the paper. So that's why you guys got these little papers that say no peeking. This is gonna be covering your hand so that you actually don't see what you're doing on your paper, okay?
But I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
For lifting, since we can't lift the paper, I mean our pencil, how are we gonna go like to start drawing the line?
I'll give you a demo in just a second. But this is how I can tell if you're doing a continuous line or if you're kind of overthinking it or even looking at the object. If you're trying to do the circle thing, you're doing this number, and you're like, oh wait, I gotta follow, or oh no. That's telling me that you're looking at the object or you're looking at what you're doing, okay? I want a simultaneous line. Or, I mean, granted, if you don't do that big of a line, like you're gonna see something like this, but this is continuous, okay? I didn't pick up my pencil or a wolf marker. Okay, so we're gonna do 12 by 18 paper. It's a little bit bigger. We're gonna fold it right now in 8 squares. We're gonna number it 1 through 10. You guys have to have a pencil, pen, marker, something with you. Doesn't matter, I don't care what color, as long as it writes. And you're gonna have your no peeking paper, which I already passed out to you, okay? So, game time. You guys notice that I have objects on all tables. So we have 10 tables with 3 minutes max at each table, okay? I'm gonna be timing you, so at the end of each timer, you're gonna hear the bell, you go to the next one. So if you're at 2, you go to 3. If you're at 3, you go to 4, etc., etc., etc.
Oh.
Yeah.
How many
So, you draw one item from the table following line contour technique, okay? You focus on one item, alright? I need you to focus. Go slow, focus on what you're doing. Try to train that eye to hand coordination, okay? Ensemble. Okay, so draw one item. If you happen to finish, which I don't want you to, slow it down. If you slow it down, you should be able to just work on one item. But if you happen to, there's two objects on the table, move on to the second one. If you happen to finish that second one, then go back to the first one and the second one and zoom in on a certain piece of detail. If it's the lady, maybe concentrate on the shoe or concentrate on the button. If it's the little armadillo looking thing, maybe you concentrate on what's inside. Oh, it's a hedgehog.
Wait, but I have a question.
What's up?
So if we mess up, it won't count, right?
There's no mess ups.
Like what?
If this is your square, you're not looking. So I don't know what's happening, but I'm drawing what I see, you know, whatever. If you happen to go off, that's fine. Alright? You're not gonna get like points deducted because you didn't stay in your square. But you need to have your objects in your, starting at least in your square. Alright? So it's meant to be fast as far as moving from table to table. But don't overthink your drawing. If you're like, oh, it doesn't look exactly how, it's not supposed to look representational. It's supposed to just guide you to help you to really look at the details in an object.
Can we look at it after when we're switching?
When you're switching it. Okay? So your evaluation of this is gonna be your continuous line. So I don't see you guys picking up. If you see little dots, you're like, okay, this is my continuous line, la la la, whatever. But then you're like, oh no, there's dots. This tells me that you picked up your pen. Okay? Again, keep going with it. Don't pick up your marker, pen, marker, pencil, whatever you have. Shows resemblance of the object and following directions, which is folding, number on boxes, and your 10 sketches total. So we're actually gonna do that together, okay? So you have your paper in front of you.
Can I move this up?
Well, that's not the paper you're folding anyway.
I know,
Alright, you start with the nice big paper, right? You're gonna fold. Go vertical with your paper, and you're gonna fold it down, hamburger.
I'm not at folding.
Seriously? What aren't you bad at? Nothing grand.
Escalante Brothers on the ball. Look at them. Come on, outside.
Wait, 10, right?
You skipped ahead without us. Vertical. Hamburger again.
Yay! Aw, I got pepper though.
That's fine.
Ugly.
Alright, ready? Vertical. Hamburger.
It's not her either. Huh? There, am I,
One more. Hamburger. Yeah. Okay, now open up your paper. You're gonna number each square. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn it behind. 9, 10. The 11th square, you're writing your name. Okay? Go, do that. No. Just go 10. You number up to 10. The next square, you just put your name.
it's not a better
Yep.
No, tell me. What do you want to do? No, I don't know.
Alright.
Wait, what?
In front of you, you have your no peeking paper.
We're doing it backwards. Oops.
Okay, in front of you, you guys have your no peeking paper. Your marker, pencil, pen will be going through the hole, and this paper will be lying on top of your hand as you draw. So this is what's happening. I will not be able to see what is under.
Okay, yeah.
I'm really confused.
What's
where to start labeling the numbers?
New sheet,
Oh, okay.
okay?
I did it wrong. Oops.
Wait, just go to the back.
That's my side.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick demo so you can understand the thought process behind what you're doing, alright? I need a volunteer. Like, you could sit there, or you could stand right here, whatever you want. You're just gonna look at me.
Wait, there's only 10, right?
On sound, you gotta pay attention to this, cause I know you're gonna be asking questions.
We always ask questions.
Alright.
Certain things.
I can't see.
Obviously, he's a person, but when you stare at your object, you start on your object at one point. So I'm gonna start at your ear. Don't move. Okay, starting at the bottom of his ear, going up to the top of the ear, it curves in. He has a little bit of a sideburn going on, so I gotta go back down. These little things are kinda going a little bit crazy, so I gotta go, I see one kinda going like further out, go back in. And he has a little bit of a widow's peak with some hair falling down, then this side's just kinda going down, sideburn going up. Oh, he has like really big cheeks, so I'm gonna do those little big cheeks with the little chin going down, then his chin under. But then he has a polo, so I gotta consider the polo. The polo's going down, it folds in, goes back out. Oh, look at that lanyard though. Okay, so you're gonna go down, goes in, has this like weird little metal part, then it has a bottom, another metal part, this little connector, this little thing, then there's a key, gotta follow. Okay?
Move.
All one continuous line.
Awesome.
Okay, thank you.
Good
Did
job.
you understand where I was going with that?
Yes.
I was looking at whatever I was about to draw and I told my hand to do it. Okay? So this is one continuous line. I don't wanna see, oh, okay, oh no, I forgot. Okay, let me go back and do, no. Okay? Just follow it correctly, follow it all together. If you wanted to go back into the face, if you were right here by the chin, then you would look at where his eye went under, maybe it kind of curved out a little bit, then go back down. This is what I would have to see, okay? It's connected. You didn't lift it up from the paper, okay? Any questions? Are